Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this second episode of Retro Rant, where we will be reviewing Black Dawn by Andrew Campbell in 1994 for the Commodore Amiga. Now, this was a public domain game coded with Amos that was a very popular tool for creating games back in the day. Now, this Black Dawn license has spawned quite a few sequels. Nine, if I remember correctly. Please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. With quite a bit of a variation between them. For example, Black Dawn is a science fiction RPG, but there is one sequel that has a fantasy setting, and there are some sequels that are actually a novella that you just read. So the incentive behind this review is that it's the middle of November of 2019, and in a few days we will have the commercial release of Black Dawn Rebirth for the Commodore Amiga, which is a game that I'm actually quite looking forward to, as well as the whole Amiga community, I think. So let's take this one for a spin, shan't we? Now we see a screen here which is quite reminiscent of Alien Breed. Proceed from primary lift shaft to secondary, eliminating any hostile creatures. Okay, now I'm quite pumped up by reading this. I hope you're writing down the code for this game. Let's press the mouse button to continue. So as you can see, the screen is quite small here. Um, I cannot fault this game for the graphics. These are quite good for a public domain game. As you can see here, I have in my these icons represent the weapons I have. This is a weird Halloween knife, and this Chinese letter thing is actually a gun, and this is my ammunition here. This is my energy bar. This is the screen. It's role playing with a first person perspective, quite like Dungeon Master or Eye of the Beholder. There's an icon, a button for a map, always quite handy, and this red dot. These yellow dots represent terminals, which are shops in which you can spend your hard-earned cash to to buy various goodies. And these green dice things are doors. There's a button for my inventory. This one is for my stats. As you can see, there's no indication of experience points, so there's not going to be any leveling up. My armor protection doesn't look very good, and my financial status is 100. I guess I won't be competing with Bill Gates. Okay, now my main problem with this game is the controls. Um, for most of the RPGs of this kind, uh, you use the keyboard to to navigate, but here the keyboard does nothing, and you have to use the mouse, which makes for some quite clunky and slow navigation. It's very imprecise. My next gripe, which combined with the first one makes this game not very fun, is watch my energy bar in the left here. You see, I actually walk to the wall, and I lose energy for that. This is very punishing for the player. And when you have imprecise controls with the mouse, this can be quite a problem. So this is a door, as you can see here. Oh, I opened it. Let's see what we have here, and it's cash. Yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Now I'm loaded. If I were a rich man. Yabba-dee-bee-dee-bee-doo. Okay. I managed to get myself lost here. Let's look at the map. Now you see another problem with the map is with the game is that it doesn't have a compass. So even though it has a map, and I like maps very much, most of the time, not most of the time, sometimes you don't know where you're headed. So okay, but that's quite minor. So let's move east. Go east. Life is peaceful there. And okay, this is at the terminal. The shop I was telling you about. And it's a good place to spend our hard-earned cash. Let's see what our dough can buy. Greetings to you too, my friend. So, I'm going to sell this Halloween knife here. See what we can buy. Ah, it's the same knife with a mustache. That makes me quite badass. Yeah. And a first aid kit, that's always very, very handy. Okay, now I am beefed up and ready to go kick some alien butt. Let's go get into some serious trouble if I find where I'm going. Okay. Okay, hello there. Now this octopus thing is quite difficult to kill. As you can see, it cost me half of my energy, and I got only some money from it. So graphically, this is great for a public domain game. It's very, very good. It's very, very nice. I like it. The sound, okay, it has some speech, some weird sound effects. It's decent. It's decent for a public domain game. It's more than you can ask for. The problem lies with the playability. The gameplay just isn't there. Uh, I did have some practice goals before this review, and I actually managed to go to the second level, and I managed to get myself all uh, beefed up. I saved money to buy an armor and first aid kits and whatnot, and I was ready to kick some serious alien butt. And I reach level 2 and I take 2 steps and some aliens gang up on me and I kiss some alien pavement. So it's very hard. It's very punishing for the player. So would I recommend this one? No, not actually. I would I would recommend you go play the second Black Dawn game, which has remedied all these faults. It's quite a playable game, very atmospheric, an upgrade in graphics, in sound, in gameplay, in the levels, the missions, the learning curve. It's very nice. So I'm not going to give this a rating since this wasn't commercially released. But I am looking forward to the Black Dawn Rebirth release. And, well, I'll see you next time.